What up, y'all? This is a hard one to talk about, but it's been on my mind for a long time, and I've gone back and forth, and I don't want to step on people's toes. I know people are have the right intentions with everything, so I just don't want to step on people's dreams or businesses or anything like that. But my question is for y'all: are battles good or bad? And now obviously we can talk about the subjectivity of that, right? It's all what you make it and all that sort of stuff. But I see a lot of people hurt and a lot of people struggling, and I've struggled with it for a long time too, is like, if your dance doesn't fit in the battle realm, ultimately how many people walk away a better person after the battle? Whether, you know, one person kind of walks away happy, or maybe some beginners walk away happy, right? As long as you kind of navigate your own expectations of your performance. But it goes kind of deeper in the sense that if we're trying to preserve tradition, battles weren't traditionally judged. So the idea of judges and things like that, is that good or bad? I'm posing the question. So if you guys got thoughts on this, I would love to hear them. I have my own, and I'll probably end up making longer videos and kind of go through the pros and cons of all this. And I've kind of not wanted to do this for a long time because I just didn't want any blowback. I didn't want it, but I think it's something important to talk about moving forward. Ultimately too, I think, you know, we could talk about the pros and cons, like, and in the mentality and the benefits of certain mentalities going into battles, and the negatives of certain mentalities going into battles. Managing expectations of your own expectations for yourself. And yeah, I think ultimately as a community, I think it's really important that we acknowledge the bravery it takes for people to step out and, you know, really put their life into their practice, into their discipline. I mean, some people are lazy, but and they're good anyways. Yo, forget those people. But I'm talking about, like, people really do sacrifice a lot for this dance, and people have been in it a different amount of years. People have had their ups and downs. Sometimes their styles in between stages. Sometimes their dance, no matter, even if they practiced harder than they normally do, sometimes your dance kind of goes back in skill, right? But yet they're still out there and taking that courageous step, being brave. And I think that's really important to, like, acknowledge these artists, and for that moment in time when they enter the battle, competitors, but realize that these are what could be more brave, right? Is to take something that goes against the grain of society in the sense of materialism or the pursuit of money and things like that, and take on this life of an artist, and take on this life as a street dancer, and then enter into a space where not only are you judged, but it's in front of your friends and peers. It's a crazy thing, man. It's a coliseum. It's a test of will, and the longevity, and it's everything. You're sacrificing your body for no pay, right? Like, I mean, very little, and compared to what you could have earned. Like, this is kind of like society speaking through me, what you could have been doing, making money or making things that were more culturally acceptable outside of street dance. So these are just some thoughts. I would love to hear what you guys have to say, and hopefully I can make some longer videos discussing the kind of pros and cons of each of these. But shout out to all the people that have been putting on events, that have been entering events, being super vulnerable, and taking it on the chin. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard. It's hard when you know, maybe your dance doesn't show up, even though you have sacrificed and really put in the work. It's hard when, you know, you've been putting years in the game and somebody else is coming up quick, and they maybe not have, it's not a meritocracy, you know. And shout out to the young ones coming up, and like, and just, I mean, there's just so many different situations, personal stories that go into this, leading up to the event, leading up to battles, that, I mean, some people got to go through addiction, some people got family issues, some people got, and all you're seeing is the dance, right? All you're seeing is this finished product, and we're like, man, he's falling off, she's falling off, you know. They're not putting in the work, and it's so easy to criticize from the outside, you know. And it's fun. I'm not gonna lie, like, it's fun to talk shit. It's like, that's just part of the culture too. Is just like, obviously, if we knew the stories and we really connected with the people, we wouldn't be saying this stuff to their face either, you know. It's not meant to be hurtful. It's just jokes and stuff like that. But man, this was supposed to be a reel, and it's now 6.5 minutes in. So anyways, guys, much love, just some thoughts, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.